As a young public defender, I remember this case when I was in court, and I was representing a young father. And he was a single dad, taking care of both of his kids and supporting them. He was charged with drug possession and charged with violating his probation. And the judge found that he violated his probation. The probation department recommended just that he do some community service. But the judge wanted to send a message, and he threw the book at him and sentenced him to 2 years in prison. And I told the judge that he had 2 young children. And the judge looked at me and said, "Call the orphanage." I'll never forget that. And my client took his car keys and he threw them to me. And he said, "Can you pick up my kids after school?" And it struck me just how cold-hearted the criminal justice system was, when it came to children, and not considering the impact that incarceration has on children.
North of San Francisco, in Marin County, one of the wealthiest regions in the world, there's still a wide disparity between the haves and the have-nots. It's home to one of the highest median incomes in the country, and yet many still struggle to get by below the poverty line. Marin is also home to San Quentin Prison, a constant reminder of the never-ending cycle of crime and punishment. San Quentin is where Cesar's father was in prison for 12 years, nearly all of Cesar's life. As the oldest child, he's had to become the man of the house. He gets up early every morning to help his mother get his brother and sisters ready for school. Cesar has never had much of a relationship with his father, and the way things are going, it looks like he never will. Just over a year ago, his father was released and deported back to Mexico. He made no effort to contact his son. Cesar is hardly alone. In California, 500,000 kids are growing up with a parent in prison. Nationwide, more than 5 million children are going through the same thing.
At first, I didn't know where I was gonna go. I had to go to General Hospital. And under there, under the hospital, they had this CPS place. It's pretty scary down there for a kid.
Isaiah was 6 years old when his parents were sent to prison. He would live in nearly a dozen foster homes by the age of 18.
So I started off in San Francisco. Then I went to Oakland, then back to San Francisco. After that, I went to Oakland again. Then I went to Antioch. And then from Antioch, I went to Sacramento, back to Oakland, to East Oakland, and West Oakland, and East Oakland again. And now I'm here in San Francisco.
Castanya was 10 when her mother went to jail, and she and her brother went to live with their grandmother.
So there was this kid actually, and he had told me he asked me, "Why doesn't your mom come drop you off anymore? Where's your mom?" And I had told him, well, she's in jail right now, so she can't really bring me to school until she comes back home. And the kid, he was like, "Oh, that means your mom's horrible. She's really bad. I should be scared." And I'm like, "No, my mom's not scary at all." But after he said that, I kind of started thinking, I don't think I should be telling people this.
It's often a family secret, not to be shared with outsiders. And like many secrets, children are often too young to know the truth.
My mom has always told my siblings and I that we had to keep the fact that our father was in prison to us. If we told anyone else, they would make fun of us or put us down.
I mean, we didn't even tell our teachers sometimes. When I remember them coming up to us and feeling kind of like, oh, is that okay to tell now our teachers that our parents are in prison?
I felt like we were going through these shiny gates, like I was a prince and princess. We were prince and princesses going. We get stamps when we come in, but in reality, it wasn't just stamps because, oh yeah, you're a kid, you deserve a stamp because you're good. It was a stamp to make sure that the people going in to visit Daddy, making sure that they were the only ones coming out.